How long do you think we can stay shut in like this?
2 weeks, maybe 3 if all we eat is rice and beans.
We may not have to. A bride has worked before.
With the coming of the pandemic, many imprisoned in their homes look hopefully or desperately towards the freedom of the internet. Grubhub became the great embarkation point, but not everyone can get food delivered from Grubhub, and so a torturous refugee trail of long lines and bartering for needed supplies cropped up. Some, through luck or influence or money, can have their food prepared for them, but the others find themselves stuck in Pandemic Kitchen, where they wait and wait and wait.
Here you go.
Ooh, Kir Royale, these are my favorite.
Of course, for you, anything.
What's the special occasion?
Well, all of these people have come back to see another episode. But you know, everybody comes to
Pandemic Kitchen.
So, what are we having tonight?
We're gonna have my mom's famous black beans with rice and chicken quesadillas.
Oh, great.
You despise beans, don't you, Bruce?
Well, I suppose if I gave it any thought, I probably would. I'm sure the beans are going to be just as delicious as these delicious Kir Royales.
Oh.
But Karla, beware. Watch yourself. There are vultures everywhere.
Where's my drink?
It's Karla's dish, so guess what? I'm stuck cutting the onion. Yay! It's a really big onion, so we're going to just do 1/2 of it. Normally you'd use probably a full-size onion, but in this case we're going to do it in the smaller size because it's too damn big. We need to cut 1/2 of a green pepper. Remove the insides. Cut it in half. Pull out the membrane. Fini!
I'm going to be doing the beans in a pressure cooker. My mother's always used a pressure cooker, and so I'm going to use it too. I know that there's this Instant Pot now that you can use it in. I don't know how long that takes. But if you want to do it old school and do it in a pot, and just a regular pot, and cook them, it's going to take you a while because you have to wait till they get really nice and tender, and I'm not actually sure how long that really takes. Turning the pot on and putting a whole bunch of oil in. The oil's really hot now, so I'm putting in the onions and the bell pepper.
That sounds really good.
Put a little bit of salt just to get them brown. Don't forget your bay leaf. I cook them until they get a little bit translucent. Bruce, I need some garlic.
Garlic. We'll always have garlic. We lost it. We didn't get it back until we started cooking
in pandemic kitchen.
The only freaky thing that I might be adding is a pig's foot. Now I get my pig's foot from a Mexican market, and I asked for a pata de cerdo, which means pig's foot in Spanish. I'm braising it up very nicely. It's not really, you don't really eat the pig's foot, it just adds a lot of flavor to the beans. After the beans are cooked, I will remove them. While the pig's foot and vegetables are browning nicely, I'm going to get the pound of beans and I'm going to rinse them. And I'm making sure that there aren't any pebbles left in these beans or anything bizarre.
Like pig's feet.
Okay, you can set these aside now. Now that it's all braised and everything looks great, I'm going to add 4 cups of chicken stock, which I've made. Plus, I'm going to add more liquid.
Mmm.
And now I'm going to put in the beans.
Get. I don't know about this bean thing.
You know what you sound like? Like a man who's trying to convince himself of something he doesn't believe in his heart. Now we close it on up. Put this on. And we wait till it starts to make noise. Now that the pressure valve has started to move, we're going to set it to low.
Liebchen, Sweetness, what watch?
30 watch.
Oh, such watch. We have here rice. This is not the same rice that Karla's mother used to use, but it is a long grain rice. We call it jasmine rice. What we do to try to replicate what she always did was we're going to brown it in some olive oil first. We're going to take our large pan and we're going to pour it in. And let it brown a little bit. The rice is starting to smell like popcorn. Turn it off and take it over and add it to our rice cooker. Add a bit of butter. Some water.
Of all the kitchens in all the world, she comes into mind.
I have some cut chicken and I'm adding it to adobo sauce with some Monterey Jack cheese that I'm going to put in the quesadillas. I'm making some quesadillas and I'm going to heat them up on the skillet. I'm going to get them nice and hot. As soon as they're hot, I'm going to put some cheese in them. And a little bit of the chicken with the adobo sauce. The beans are ready, and I'm going to wait till the pressure valve goes down. It could be about 10 minutes or so. The pressure cooker is ready. The valve went down, so it's time to open. Aha. Ooh, there you have it. Black beans.
Yum,
Soupy
yum.
black beans. I'm taking out the pig's feet now that it's added its flavor to the beans. I'm going to take my triturator and mush some of the beans.
Everybody must leave. This kitchen is closed until further notice. I'm shocked to find that there's beans being served in here.
Sir, here's your beans.
Oh, thank you.
Tonight, we are exploring beans and rice and quesadillas. What have we learned from this? Perhaps we have learned that in a pandemic, problems of two little people do amount to a hill of beans in this crazy pandemic world. And perhaps we've learned that with beans, this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Thank you, and good night.